go home, but you can stay and party with us. Let's take a shot of Patrol, and let me know when you get enough. You know the rhythm is on, and everybody's feeling the buzz. You ain't gotta go home, cause you can stay and party with us. Yeah, you can stay and party with us. Yeah, you can stay and party with us. Yeah, you can stay and party with us.
Hello. Welcome to Sunday Brunch with Black Tea. Thank you guys for joining us at the table today. Every first and third Sunday, we're glad to see you guys all here. Okay, there I go. We got this new setup. Again, thank you guys for joining us today. April 7th. We're in the month of April already. Oh my gosh, guys.
Right?
Time is flying so fast. I'm like, what is going on here? But hey, I'm happy to see it. I'm happy to see this new day, this new month. So it's always a pleasure to be on here and to see everybody. So again, welcome everybody. Thank you guys for joining us at the table today. Hopefully you guys all got your good brunch or lunch or breakfast food on hand, and everybody's enjoying it. We're gonna get into it and get going because we got a wonderful show today, guys. I don't know. I think the topic today that we have discussed is gonna be really good. It's gonna be interesting to see what other people might have to think about it or might have to say. But you know what? It's something that's going on and it's getting very heavy. So you know, it needed to be talked about. But before we do that, you guys always know, I mean, the most important thing about this show is the brunch. Outside of us.
You better know it. You better dang go know it.
I'll tell you, and today I decided, like, you know what? I'm going to do something that, you know, probably everybody already does, but it's a very cute and easy and quick brunch or breakfast. Entree for people, and it's all in one. So what I did, I posted two pictures. So I'm gonna show you this one first. Okay, then I'm gonna show you this one only because I wanted to show you a little bit close up because my camera, the game ain't that good. But this is a breakfast pizza, and it is so easy to make. And today I used crumbled turkey sausage. I put yellow, green, and orange peppers. I used aged white cheddar and sharp cheddar, and then I also use provolone and mozzarella cheese, smoked mozzarella on top. So that's just a nice soft fluffy pita bread. That's all it is. It's just a piece of pita, and then I brushed it with some garlic butter before I did it. So once you brush it with the garlic butter, you put the eggs on top and spread them out nice and good. Put a little bit of cheese on there. Add your toppings and then top it off just with a little bit more cheese and cut it up. And I'm telling you guys, it is so good. It's really easy. It's fun for kids. It's fun for your friends. Even if you want to have a build your own brunch kind of like thing, you know, like a little, what you call that, lineup, you know, assembly line, and have people build their own. I mean, it's so easy. It's really good. And it's fun.
It looks delicious. I was going to ask you, and it's fun. And I know you might think I'm just.
Oh, I got mushrooms too. Huh?
You got okay. It's funny you said that because I have a piece of pizza dough, you know, and I was like, dang, I should make a breakfast pizza. My original thought was to make breakfast egg rolls. Let me just say I didn't make either one, but anyway.
Oh, Cassie was trying to come through with the things.
Right. It's funny you said that. I was like, but what sauce do I use for? I was like, do I use an Alfredo sauce? I don't want a red sauce, but okay, the garlic butter is good.
Garlic butter sauce is good. They have what also one time you could also do the basil butter.
Okay.
Infuse the butter with a little bit of basil. That gives some
pesto too.
Yes, it's really good. This time I just used the garlic butter and put it on there.
Either one of those will make it taste more pizza.
Yeah.
More pizza flavor, like. Really that's an excellent idea. You know, I'm gonna have to try it with the kids,
right?
You know, I got to because I you know, they're at the age where they cook for themselves, so I'm starting to not have to cook. Even today, when I cook my my brunch, I only made it for me and my daughter. I could let Damon taste some though. But I don't have to do as much cooking as I did. I guess I paid my dues, Lord Jesus.
Right.
Girl.
But I do, I do have the grandbabies. Well, the one that lives out here, and then I have one in Georgia. So I'll be able to, recreate and do some things with them. And that sounds like a really fun idea. Yeah, that was really cool. I like that. It looks delicious. It definitely looks delicious. So while she's eating, I guess I'll just bring up my little pic. So what I did today, I don't even go name. Well, Nani named it today. She said it's a gumbo omelet. But what I did was I made an omelet. I'm really big on omelets. I was gonna make some grits today, but I said I don't really like grits without scrambled eggs, so scratch the grits. So I made a gumbo omelet. All that is on the how do you say that? Andouille, the andouille sausage with some shrimp. And then I use some orange, bell pepper, and onion in there. But that was from a crab boil.
Okay.
So I just took my stuff that I had from my crab boil and chopped it up.
By the way, I saw that crab boil. I was like, oh, she didn't even invite me for that.
I'm so sorry.
I thought gumbo. I said, "What's she making gumbo?"
Right,
I said,
right.
Stuff up in her gumbo before. I said, "Wait, no, that's not gumbo. That's crab boil."
Yeah, crab boil, and Damon did an amazing job. The sauce that he made and stuff, it was delicious. And I just I had some chicken left over from night before last, I believe. I just threw that in the air fryer, and I want a biscuit.
The air fryer brings back to life.
Man, and you see it's all crispy, and it don't have that soft feel to it. But it did taste like a gumbo. It did taste like a gumbo omelet because I used some I only had the spicy Old Bay, which made it spicy, which was really good. But I used some spicy Old Bay. So I used a little shrimp bouillon in there. So it really had that shrimpy gumbo-y taste to me. Plus a while back, my daughter, she worked at a place called, I can't think of the name right now, Flavor Kitchen. That's on Florence, you guys. If y'all in Inglewood or near Inglewood, but it's in the LA area off of Florence, bomb spot. It's a New Orleans spot. I took Nola when she came out here. I took Nola to there, and she enjoyed it. So I know if they enjoyed it and it was good, then it was like it is authentic New Orleans cuisine. It's really good. But anyway, they have a etouffee crab and shrimp. No, it's not. Let me do it like this. They have a crab and shrimp omelet that they make, but I think they use etouffee sauce in theirs. So that right there be so good. Oh my god, when I say it's so good. So it's me in the mind of hers without the etouffee sauce. So hers was more saucier. Mine had that flavor without having to put that sauce on it, which was amazing. And then my juice, y'all. If y'all don't know, y'all better go get y'all some passion fruit juice. I don't know who it's by, but then I mixed it with the mango. Mango juice. Oh my!
Is it in a blue box?
The passion fruit is like a white with purple fruit all over it. And then the Minute Maid mango. The Minute Maid mango.
Okay.
The Welch's passion fruit.
Boom bam, boom bam.
I'm trying to tell you, I know.
And I love it by itself, but when I put this mango in it, just because the mango is kind of lighter and the other one's a little thicker, you can't see through it. Baby, Nani drank some. She said, I said, what that taste like? She said, do we got alcohol? And I said, no, I don't have alcohol. So she's like, She said, Sunny Delight. I was like,
girl, get your taste buds together, right?
You know why? Because my son likes Sunny Delight, so she saw I bought some. So in her head, she was like, oh, I know what it is. No, you don't.
Right, the color and the
so yeah, that was, and then I like avocado. Anytime I have an omelet, that is my thing. That's my go-to. That's what I love. So every bite had a piece of omelet and a piece of avocado with it. So
yeah.
Well, they both look at the ladies.
Oh, and just let me say, my sister's in the building, and she said the Flavor Kitchen was so good. So hey, Nola, hey Barb, y'all both are in that.
Y'all wanted to recognize Nola and Barb. Hi, everybody, guys. Thank you for joining us at the table. We appreciate you
so much.
And so, much love. Yes. All right, Kenny, what you got?
I didn't do it. I got a cup of coffee.
No, but
Because I do have no whoopings, okay? So
okay, all right. Listen.
Here's the thing. Before you start, Candace, tell us what you would have did to make the egg roll, because I'm intrigued.
No, yeah. So I had the idea, and I went to the store yesterday, but the store I went to, they didn't have it, and so I was like, oh, I'll go. Thinking I had enough time today, I would go either before church, and well, you know how it goes on Sundays. You know, you're trying to get out of bed. I didn't have time, but anyway, I was going to do the sausage, scrambled eggs. I was going to do the Gouda cheese.
Ooh,
And some I like green bell peppers, and I was with the green bell peppers inside. And then it was two ways you can either do it. I don't want to use a whole bunch of grease, so I was going to either put it in the air fryer, but I do like a little crunch, or I was going to use the put it in a regular pan and put a little bit of olive oil just to crisp the sides. But yeah, that's what I was going to do. And then I was going to do actually a side of grits with it as well. But next time I'm gonna do it next time for sure.
You know, the trick to making your egg roll crunchy in the air fryer is spray it with the olive oil.
No, I saw that, but I wasn't sure how crispy it actually came out. But yeah, I saw that.
Probably airy and crispy.
Huh?
I said probably really airy and crispy, but what did you say?
It is. Yeah. It's good. And this pizza, I put it in the air fryer.
Did you?
Come on now.
Yep. It has like.
Well, I'm definitely gonna do it next time, and I'm gonna show pictures and do it so you guys can see how it comes out. When I saw it on one of those reels on Instagram, TikTok, I was like, that's a good little, a quick breakfast, but still, all the elements of breakfast, but roll into one, and I was like,
yes, I love breakfast egg rolls. Yep, you're so right. That's man.
Y'all done changed the game for the breakfast burrito.
It's gonna make some egg rolls. We can do that next time.
I will. I promise. Next time.
Only talk about her food.
Right.
I keep telling y'all she know how to cook. She just playing with it.
I do. I just haven't had the time. I be pressing for time trying to come from church.
I was gonna say you went to church this morning too, right?
I did.
Right. So that's the only reason why we ain't gonna hold you.
Okay, all right. I get a little pass, but not gonna keep getting passes. I understand that. I gotta.
The Lord is getting the pass.
That's right.
And
I am getting fed through Him, so that's good.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
Okay. Well, anyway, ladies, that was wonderful. We have some great dishes out there. I gotta try that gumbo. Probably too. California cutie. So I'll be driving north very soon.
Okay, how old too?
Try it. So I'll be coming north really soon. But anywho, so today, guys, we have a wonderful show. And I think this is the topic that everybody has been talking about, which is this Diddy scandal. And I don't know if it's a scandal so much because stuff is really coming out to be real and stamped. I guess you can say it, confirmed. But again, I'm not a journalist to be out there, so I really haven't spoken to anyone. I've just been getting stuff off the internet to really confirm any type of allegations that's going on. So as we talk about it here on Sunday Brunch, it's all allegedly because we don't really know what's going on. It's just really our opinions on what's going on in the news with Diddy. But
the diddler, what they call him is the diddler.
Is the what?
The diddler. Like the man who never named. Jeez.
Right.
My thing is this. This man had his comments about R. Kelly. Okay, y'all see where I start looking? Okay. So he had his comments about R. Kelly, but then in the background,
knew all along what he was doing.
You might not be following little boys and little girls, but you are doing some dirty shit. Now, let me tell you guys something. Can't nothing happen to him because of this, but why on God's green earth do you need 500 adult toys? Okay, I don't know if it was 500, but it was a whole lot.
I was like 500?
It wasn't 500. I'm exaggerating, but I like using that letter, that number 5. Everything is 5. It was so many of them. When they laid it out and posted that picture, I said, now that's just crazy. That right there let you know that you sick. Now, whether it's for personal pleasure or what you are allegedly accused of doing. That's some sick shit right there to have all of that. To me, I just didn't quite understand it. I didn't quite understand it. And then you sit up here, you have all this to say about R. Kelly. You didn't know, and how he was wrong, and that's all this. He's just a bad person, but you're doing pretty much the same thing, just
Worse.
in a different.
Worse.
You said, what? I thought it was worse too.
Do you guys think it's worse?
I was like, maybe I'm not right. Maybe it's not worse. Maybe R. Kelly was worse because it was younger people. But
what makes it worse is the drugs, when you are literally preying on people and using alcohol and making somebody think they're drinking something, and you're giving them Mickeys. When you don't go to that level, see, there's a difference when you are manipulating a young person's mind, but that was ours thing. But there's a whole nother thing when you are drugging somebody. When you do that, it's like, wait, because there's no telling who and what and how, what age you will do that to. It don't matter, or gender for that matter.
Right.
So for me, it's so many foods for thought about this, because there's so many different angles going. For me, it's a lot. First of all, I don't condone anything he's doing that's wrong, right? Anything that he's done against somebody's will. Like Lynn, like you said, for him to drug people unbeknownst to them, right? Putting stuff, drugging them. These individuals didn't know that, right? On one hand. Second hand, he has a reputation. He has been having a long-standing reputation. And if you notice, a lot of these celebrities, will go to the things that he has, but at a certain time, guess what? They out that door because they know what's about to happen. So again, those individuals put themselves in that type of environment for knowing what's going to happen, because why? They were bound to gain something from it. He promised them a record deal. He promised them exposure. You know what I mean? So I feel like a lot of times people sold their soul to be,
part of that life.
Part of that lifestyle.
Yeah, part of that lifestyle.
My second frame of thought was, although I feel like definitely some of it, like you said, he did to people that didn't know what was going on, like the Mickeys. The other part is a lot of these people knew what was going on because they were willing participants, right? Mm-hmm. Whether they now are coming out saying, "Oh, I didn't know," I don't know if I necessarily believe that. I think everybody's looking for a payday right now. My third thought about it, and this is just in one area. Why now? Not even necessarily why now. Why him? And why the exposure that he's getting as a black man who is wrongfully, whenever they find out he's going to be, acquitted or unacquitted for whatever his charges are against him. But the way that they're doing it, I have never seen this done in a way that they are doing it and putting, so much emphasis and, airing out his whole business. They didn't do Weinstein like that. They didn't do Trump like that. They didn't do, all these other powerful white men. But for the black men, they are, are going against him so hard.
That goes into me thinking, I don't mean to cut you off, but that goes into me thinking, unfortunately, this is just my opinion. Unfortunately, sometimes, you get these black women, which I am, who think they can get in or do something with somebody in a certain way. Then they get in there and they realize it's not really what they expected it to be. Mm-hmm. So because it's not what I expected it to be, and he's not who I wanted him to be, now it's time for me. Now, he did do some dirty shit. He shouldn't have put his hands on that damn girl or nobody else.
Right.
Okay? But I think she used that like to her advantage and say, okay, well, I can't get out of you what I want, so now I'm about to expose your dumb ass. Because she did not leave right away when everything started happening. She was going through shit with him before the 50 or whoever else, outed out her abuse that was public. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever. Mm-hmm. And she did come forward about it. But I honestly, she could have done it quietly. I don't think necessarily it needed to be publicly like that. She could have done it quietly. And that brings me to say, to your point, Kenny, is they didn't do this to Trump. They didn't do this to all these other white men. but they did it to this black man, but she can only do it to him.
Well, I don't think it was just her. I mean, yes, what she did, did go,
kicked it off.
She kicked it off. But here's the thing, though. He pissed off somebody very important.
Oh, a lot of people.
That's the reason why. So what I'm saying, a lot of people, he has been protected. I mean, like I said, he had a reputation for a long time. This is not something that just happened overnight. He's been investigated for a long. So what I'm saying is that just like the whole situation with Bill Cosby, you know what I mean? It was the fact that he was trying to buy a certain network, and they were like, "Oh, we're not going to let this black man, I don't care how much money he got, buy this." And so now we're going to pull up all the stuff we've been holding on him because they had it already. And so now, and the same thing with him, same thing with R. Kelly. They became, and here's the thing: sometimes you can become your worst own enemy. So he had this power that he thought he was invincible. He thought he was untouchable until somebody said, "Oh no, you're doing too much." And I don't necessarily know what that one thing was, or those several things that set it off for whoever, but they were waiting to pull that cord. Because here's the thing: he had power and he had authority and all the stuff he thought he was, I guess God, because he thought he was invincible. But he had to answer to some other people too, to let him keep doing what he had been doing.
Okay, so think about this. Do you guys believe that it could have possibly happened? And this is a question. I'm not saying this is what I believe, but do you believe this could have possibly happened because of the interview that just happened? Didn't just happen, but it happened not too long ago with Keith Diddy about the whole thing with Pac and how Diddy was the one who was behind it. So basically he's saying that Diddy is the one who set up all of this stuff that led up to the shooting of Pac. Now I don't want to get into the shooting of Pac because that's not what we're talking about. But I'm just saying, like, do you think that it could possibly be like, it's time to get him now because he the one who set this up? Because Keith D was very adamant about when he finally came clean. I watched the interview of him talking. When he finally came clean, he said Diddy was spearheading it. He spearheaded the whole thing that happened to Pac. All of a sudden now you have all this stuff that's happening to him that's coming out. And I was like, I wonder if they use that saying, okay, well, this interview came out and we know this is happening. Oh, now okay, well, he did this too. Oh, and he did this too. Oh, and how about he did this too? Like that was just like the gate opening up.
Well, that's what happens in that end. Well, that's just like
shit to a lot of people. Because even Jennifer Lopez, they was trying to implicate her on that shooting that he did. They're basically saying that because she was the one who gave him the gun, then now she is not, because of sexual limitation, that's going to happen to her because she didn't actually do anything, but because she lied.
She lied on the course.
Because she was she, you know what I'm saying? So everything is like starting to, because she walked away and she said briefly, she didn't talk much about it. She walked away because she didn't approve of the stuff that was happening in the household. Okay, well, we don't know what happened in the household, but you do. You know what I'm saying? And if you would have said something a long time ago, you would have basically saved a lot of other people.
I think people have been coming out, and that's why people have been coming out over the years. So when you go back to just that incident with Tupac, and then all the other things that he done to the different women, to the other, celebrities that are in the limelight, that had, his name and his marking all over it. Again, those were things that people was like, for those, the powers that be, they were just stacking against him. You know what I mean? So now I think they have so much stacked against him that even if they don't get him on one thing, they can get him on another. And so I think that's what they were doing because they were waiting for him to make a fall. What I mean? They allow him to do because he was doing some other people's dirty work, to be honest. You know what I mean? He was somebody else's puppet. He was definitely somebody else's puppet who had so much, who gained so much, I think, power, and he thought that, it was his power. But no, those were the powers that be allow you to have. And when you became too big and too greedy, now they have to show that they shut you up. Like, no, let me let you know who's really in charge. And I think
either that or they was probably treating the powers that be. The powers that be probably was like, he probably how he's getting too big for his britches. But then if he is himself doing the DRUGs, if he's doing that too, he's not even his right mind, which means there's times where he's spazzing out
Mhm.
and he's probably out of control.
Mhm.
Think he's in control when he's really not. So it could have been he, and like you say, to your point, he probably somebody off real bad. And it was like, oh, really? Oh, you think you got that? Oh, okay. And then once one thing, like you said, the floodgates open. Once Cassie came out, it was like, okay, oh, you know what? He paid her off. Let's see how much money he really got.
I can get right. And it became a Me Too movement. His whole thing.
But I want her to keep talking. She needs to keep talking. She can't. I mean, I don't. Well, you know what? Maybe she can't because they probably had her sign some type of, something that's saying.
Yeah, you take this money and you get the face.
She had to let them. I wish she had to take that payoff and was like, no, I want to see this all the way through the end. Then I'll get paid. Then I really wish she would have done that because then it would have been. Some people are saying, I'm not saying this at all, so please don't think this is my opinion. But some people are saying that she did it for a payoff.
Of course. I mean, listen, here's my thing. I'm not negating what happened to her, caused her some type of emotional and physical abuse. I think she's owed that an acknowledgement, right? But at the end of the day, to your point, it could have been kept under the rug. It could have been handled quietly if that was her whole get up, because there were several other people just over this time since that had been revealed who people was like, no, I have a story. She said, but I'm not going to never tell it because I don't want to keep reliving it, right? And so it is, and if it's not, I feel like if you're not telling it to gain monetary value, why tell it, right? Because then you're reliving it, like in which a lot of survivors don't want to do, but sometimes I guess it empowers them. So I mean, for each his own, and everybody has their own way of healing. But I just think that now that people are it's a Me Too movement going on, and as much as that, I don't really believe in, because I feel like if there was something that detriment to you that was going on, why you didn't handle it then? Like, don't come after 10 years and 12 years to say that this happened to you, and then not that you don't have a right, because it still happened to you. I'm not negating that, but to what point are we doing to tear this man down? Like, if he's due to be prosecuted on what he's done to whatever, but half of the people I feel like were willing participants because they were gaining something from it. However elacious and wrongful we think he might be, and a monster, those people agree to that. Half of them, with those who are not under the influence and drug unbeknownst to them. You know what I mean? But for those people who were not, they participated in that. And so now you want to come forward? I don't know.
Well, here's a thing too. You gotta with that, there's a couple of things going. There's so many things going on. There's so many arms and legs that are growing off of this body. It's unreal. Right. But one of the people, Rodney, is that his name? Rodney? Rod, I think. That's the producer that is trying to put out, he's about to sue Diddy as well. And things that are coming out, he already put in his lawsuit, those things are coming out. Like, literally other people are talking about it, and it's going back to his story. So the stories are like kind of collaborating, like they're cooperating, I should say. And then if you think about it, if you go back to the night of the shooting lady, the lady that said she was, popped in the face, she's adamant it was the dealer. It was not Shine, which that's not spilled milk. But here's the thing. She's saying that since that time, she's been very much so stalked. And and it's been understood, like, girl, don't talk, don't do nothing. Now, I don't know to what extent that looks like. I don't know what it was, but this is what she's saying. She's saying she was stalked, and basically because she was paid out. She was paid, I think, $1 million or something, $1 million point something. And so that can shut that makes you comfortable.
Being intimidated by not speaking. So yeah.
So to your point, when you say why they do it now, you don't know how afraid they are. They don't know. And when you look at somebody that had that much power, like everybody keeps saying, the Diddy parties and who-wops, you looking at yourself like, do I got the manpower, the wherewithal to go
to be heard, right?
This person. And so
okay, so here's my question then, because you're saying that, him with this power and stuff, he got this power and he's paying all these people off. Here's my question at the end I want to ask, because this is going to tie into our second subject of, of the day, which is, businesses among, the Black communities and support business, supporting businesses within the Black community. But is this going to hurt us as a Black community? We are right now, it's almost like it's the thing to find the new Black person that has money or that's out there that's powerful in some way, and find some dirt on them, put it out there, and either get a payout or tear them down. I'm not saying that Diddy should not have been held responsible for the things that he is doing. Absolutely. But is that I'm trying to figure out, but I'm curious as to what the gain is from pointing out all these Black people that have, successful enterprises and tearing them down. Like,
to your point, I definitely feel like that's what's going on. But I also feel like, like you said, if if you do the crime, then the time should fit.
Absolutely.
You should
do it publicly,
right? But here's the thing: what my thing is that as a community, not only do we always tear each other down, right? Because you have the whole the Cat Williams supposed to tearing down. Was he airing out his grievances? And is that something that we could have done quietly? Because that's a debate about us as a people, right? As a culture, right. Are we constantly tearing each other up? And now we up and work, like we're talking about it amongst ourselves as a community more than the world is, right? And we're coming out because I guess that's the community that he is. And so those are the people, the hip hop, the R&B industry, all the those are of people of color, of our people. And so those are who are affected by it, and so those are who are talking about it, right? My whole thing is just with the world and how it is. It's like, how come we're not giving them that same energy to the people who are not Black, who are not of color? And it's one thing for us, because we can still talk about it, like the Trumps and the Weinsteins and everybody else, but the powers that be is the one who make that public. Like, the media is the one putting this out there. If we weren't giving energy to it, the media wouldn't put it out there, but they're not putting it out for certain people. You know what I mean? They're not harping on it. Like, how does Trump go from not making, and I know I'm switching subjects, but I'm just feeling like, why are we not giving that same energy for everybody that's doing wrong when it comes to certain things like that? You know what I mean?
Because
so that's
unfortunately, some of us still think that if we, I'm not messing with no Black people. That's why I don't deal with black businesses. That's why I don't deal with Black people. That's always the thing. Like, that's why I don't deal with Black people. But then you go right over there and deal with somebody who's doing worse. That's not Black. But because they're not Black, you're going to deal with that person. That's how I'm looking at it. Because why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you come over here if I'm doing business and I'm telling you, Donald Trump was an asshole when it comes to
He is.
You know what I'm saying?
Not past tense, right?
You're gonna go roll with him because of who he is.
Right.
You won't come roll with me, but we can offer you almost the same thing. The only difference is he has more money. He's not giving you his money. All he does is have the money. He's not giving it to you. And he might not give you a job. He might not give you an opportunity. He might not put you on. But then when you have your Black, sister, brother, whomever, standing here saying, hey, come roll with me, come do this, we're gonna make this happen. They like, oh yeah, no, but you're gonna go do it are you gonna go purchase from them? Are you gonna go support them? But don't come support your Black, but then as soon as
the thing is that what you're, and I know we kind of convoluting subjects and situations, but the thing is, though, should he be given a pass because he is Black? No, and I'm not saying that. He's doing wrong, but I just feel like the same energy we're doing to destroy him, and to not destroy him, because I actually feel like whatever is happening and he have done to people, and they're now speaking out, he's doing that to himself, right?
On the fact that he brought his kids in it too,
right? But so I'm just saying the same energy that we're giving to prosecute him, we should be prosecuting those same non-Black individuals. And how come? And why is it that they're being held to the same standard?
Because they don't want to be connected to the Black person that's screwing up.
It's not about the Black person when it comes to that. It's not. It's not about the Black person.
Like you just said, they're not tearing down Trump. They didn't do Weinstein that bad. It's a lot of people that they not tearing.
But we as Black people don't have that much power to do that to the white man.
Each other.
Yeah, but we do it to each other. But what I'm saying is that their own community are not even holding them to that standard. You see what I'm saying? Like, yeah, they want them to pay and do whatever they have to do to that, but not for us, for like Diddy, you know, just say for instance, and like he mixes with an array of things. He's, you know, he's how he's done in the music industry, what he's done to individuals, with, you know, all kind of different things he's mixed with in now, right? So it's a snowball effect for him. So should he be prosecuted on that and dealt with? Yes, I'm saying yes, he should be doing that, right? But at the same time, you know, not only is the media and those powers that be in the law is holding him accountable, we are as well, right? We're pointing the finger and we're saying da 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 da, right? I'm saying for the opposite to those other individuals who are non-Black and who have the same power or more than he has, who is pointing the finger, who is making that stand out and being prosecuted, not only in the public eye, but the law. You know what I mean?
Well, first of all, you know, they did go really heavy on Harvey Weinstein. Watching show on Netflix or his documentary, they went heavy. They tore that man to shreds. And I think if he would not have killed himself in prison, something was going to go down. But they did. They did point the finger. A lot of people did come out about him, and they said a lot. I've watched every documentary, every news thing about that because I was very interested. Because I was also interested in the lady that he, you know, was working with. I can never pronounce her name, but whatever. Yeah. Her. I'm very interested in her because she went down as well. Because they wasn't about to let him go down without her going down. So they did. I think what it is because right now this whole Black movement, this is just my opinion. It's this Black, you know, Black power, Black, you know. Black Lives Matter, all this stuff that has been going on, that it's more focused on right now in the Black community with us tearing each other down. It's almost like they're saying, see, they doing it to themselves. You see, they're dragging themselves.
They been doing that. They been watching us do that. What are you talking? Y'all know they've been watching us do that forever and ever. And they've been watching gang banging. Now,
and all them white people that you know, they was at Diddy party, a lot of was. They was up there with them. So they took the same, put themselves on the hot seat because they was out there with him. He didn't only have Black people at his industry party. According to, like, you know, even Usher was saying, like, it was an array of people that was there. A mixture of.
And we're not going to talk about how Clyde Davis has his finger in his hands in a lot of this. So Clyde Davis as well, you know.
It's a whole lot.
It's going to be a snowball effect
out there, like, hey, you know, let's support each other. Let's get together and let me do this and let me do that and all this stuff like that, and be the ones behind the scenes doing the dumb stuff that they're not supposed to be doing. But you're telling us, you know, you're being a hypocrite. You know, you're not walking the path that you're preaching. Like you're just not doing that. So
Diddy,
you know,
y'all know Diddy been doing wrong.
Huh?
I was gonna say, but Diddy's been doing wrong for so. I mean, not we not even talk about the drugs or the sex. None of that. I'm not even talking about even in business, the way he treated his proteges and all of them, not just one or two or, you know, a couple, almost all of them, including your kids. And then you brought your kids in it on top of that. Like it's one thing, like I say, R. Kelly, you did a lot. But I really feel like Diddy, if you did all of this, which we probably, you know, that's a lot. You've been getting away with a lot for a long time. I mean, you keep pushing it. You kept pressing and pressing and pressing. Like, instead of go sit yourself down. And not only that, you might have even turned your 25-year-old son into the same person you are now.
Yeah. Right.
Because he got a lawsuit now about the same mess.
That's why I brought up the whole business thing, you know, because it's a part of our business. You know, he had a business that was supposed to, or that was, I guess his intentions was to be able to provide opportunities for other, not just Black people, but Black, you know, people wanting to come up, you know. So he had this business out there. He trying to provide this opportunity, but he took that shit. Excuse my language. I'm cursing a lot today because it really pisses me off. He took that and he took advantage of the fact that people knew he had this power and they wanted him to help them. So he, you know, unfortunately, these people let him, you know,
they believed in him and he took advantage of them.
Yeah, pull pull them into some stuff that they probably didn't really want to be involved in. And that's my whole thing. It's like you going out there, you only want to support the person that is the celebrity, right? The person that has the big name. But there's so many people that have very successful businesses as Black Americans, you know, very, very successful businesses that can help you, but that's not an entertainer. That's not a celebrity, but you don't support those people because you don't see their face on TV all the time. And that's what I'm talking about when I say support, you know, support in the Black community when it comes amongst businesses. Not so much just saying, okay, somebody trying to get a new business started, go support them. How about you support the ones that are in place? But instead, you go to these Black-owned restaurants or you go somewhere else and say, oh, they menu prices is too high. But then you go down the street to Olive Garden or wherever and you spend $50 a plate, but you won't go spend 45 or 30. You know, I don't understand that is the part that drives me crazy. So everybody is, you know, getting behind Diddy and rah-rah for him. Not a lot of people, not everybody, but a lot of people.
A handful,
him, you know, how about you, and because of his business, because you think his business or feel like his business can put you on, but he's not doing that. How about you support these other people? You know what I'm saying? You have Black businesses that are closing left and right because they're not getting, you know, the support. They got the support when they was on, you know, we on social media running around the world because you're on the internet, you're on a screen. So, hey, they want to support you. But when you're not on the screen, they don't want to support you. That's a bunch of bull. Like, I don't understand why we can't get us as a community to work together in that way. But as soon as one of these damn, you know, celebrities get up there, then they like, oh, yeah, I'm gonna support you because of who you are. Then when you do, you know, then you see they screwing up just as bad as everybody else, or even worse. Okay, well, pay me out and I'll keep my mouth closed. That's a bunch of bullshit. Like, you know, I don't understand the whole, you know, support your Black businesses, and then we don't do it. I just don't. I don't get it. I don't get it. If I'm missing something, please let me know. Because, you know, I'm so sick of seeing all this stuff on YouTube and everywhere and stuff like that. You know, all these people, you know, and then you not doing it. You talking about, you know, support my business and like, okay, for example, you know, I like doing the you know, Black Tea does events and party setups, right? So you have all these people in here, they're advertising, and you have a lot of talented people. They're putting their work out there. People are calling them, but as soon as they hear the prices of how much it costs, then they're like, oh, that's too much. That's too much money. But then you're gonna go over there with the white girl with the roses and the flowers in her hair, and you're gonna pay twice as much as with the other girl. But what? Because she white with flowers in her hair? Like, come on now. Like, that shit is crazy to me. It's absolutely crazy. Why they charge so much? Come on, sis. Come on, bro. Give me a break.
That's the problem. Everybody want a handout. Nobody. How are we gonna become successful if I'm always handing you something? If I'm always handing it to you, I'm giving it to you. Oh, because I can't get a discount. No.
Right.
No.
Oh my gosh. Well, for everybody who all know, California Cutie is a braider. California Cutie is braider. She braiding the butt to tail off, right? I braid too, but I only braid my own hair. I don't braid nobody else hair. I don't have the patience. So when I don't feel like braiding my hair, I call California Cutie. Hey, come on, you know, hook me up, sis. You know, do a little something for me. And then at the end, and I'm saying this only because she is my sis. She is a very dear friend to me, and I love her dearly. I say, how much is my bill? And whatever I'm quoted is what I pay. I'm not asking for a discount. I'm not asking for none of that. It's what I pay. Because
I didn't with you.
That's still work. Regardless of who you are to me, you still working. You still got to get paid for all this stuff. I don't want that, you know what I'm saying? I don't like that. And if you're and that's the thing, if a lot of people Lord, I lost my train of thought because I be getting so riled up. But anyway, a lot of people be expecting, they close friends and families to hook them up because we friends and families.
Don't do that.
No, that's what I will not do. Unless I choose to do it, I will not do another free party setup for a friend or a family member unless I do it. Because some of them take advantage. And then you don't get no help. You want me to do it for free, but then you won't even come help me. So
Right.
I'm about to do it all by myself for free, so you can just come out with look cute, pretty, and but you won't even help me.
Right.
Oh no, absolutely not.
We got to do better. We got to do better, people. We got to do better. We got to do better. We got to treat each other like family. I just, people always say about me, you so nice. You nice to everybody. You talk to everybody. I'm like, yeah, because I want to be treated that same way. I just do. I don't want you to look me dead in my eyes and not say nothing to me. You walking on my street. You're walking past my house. We walking past each other. We probably live around, or we probably live on the same block. Why wouldn't I speak to you? A lady, I came out my house. She down at the corner, walking her dog. I don't even know where she made sure she waved to me. And I was like, that's what I'm talking about. Because this is what I do. That's what I do. And she wasn't my color. But I was like, come on, girl.
Okay.
I think that to your point, when we talk about Black businesses, it is unfortunate that we are a lot of times our own worst enemy. But as business owners, as Black business owners, a lot of times though we look for that love and support from our own, and it's fine. We should solicit it. But as a business minded person, we got to make sure that we have to listen to everybody, because usually the people who you don't know, even the Black people you don't know, will support you more than the Black people that you do know. And so if we put ourselves in a frame of mind is that we have a business and we're marketing it, and it's unfortunate that when we start something, we always think our friends and family will get on board and be a part of it. And a lot of times they want to support you from a distance, and because it's really kind of hating, right? Because they like, I want you to see you do good, but I want you to doing better than me, and that's unfortunate, right? That's that crab in the barrel mentality, right? That's that, So we as a people, hopefully one day we can overcome that crab in the barrel. But in the meantime, as being business people, I mean, there's some things like products and services that are particular just for us, right? But a lot of times there is broad, but we only advertise to the Black community, but we don't realize that there's a whole other community out there that will support us, and but we haven't even tapped into it. So part of it is our own fault. When I say we become our own worst enemy, because we try to get it from the love and people that we know, and we don't even put the effort into supporting. To advertising and outside of our community. So we got to look at that both ways.
Well, and that. Well, we all know, everybody knows so far. Hopefully, do know that the initial purpose of this show was for us to bring together Black businesses and support and all of that good stuff. But hot topics are also a big part of it too. But educating us, and we all constantly need the education on business education, as far as educating everything that goes on, educating us on business, how to do. I'm really bad with marketing myself. I can market the heck out of somebody else, but I can't market myself. And so when you ask somebody, hey, can you give me some, assistance or whatever, I'll pay the fee and stuff like that. They don't want to give you their marketing tips, but I'm paying you for your services. So how do you put, they don't want to do that. They want you to pay, $400 for a class that don't teach you nothing. So I'm not going to put the name out there, but I did it like an idiot. I paid, it was only $150. So I said, let me try this. $150 for one of these influencers, to marketing influencers, to do a class on teach you how to get your business known and seen. That girl to talk about nothing.
You knew more than she did.
That I already don't know, which is constantly post on social media. These were her pointers. Constantly post on social media every day, all day. Just keep posting. Make sure you put your hashtags in, but pick good hashtags, is what she said. What do you mean pick good hashtags? What you talking about? You know what I'm saying?
Example, right?
What you suggesting, what else she say? Post on Instagram. Oh, and get out in your community. Walk around. Get to know your people. Go to other communities. Get outside.
All the stuff you already know.
Yeah, like it was crazy because some of the other people on there was like, well, I already do all of that. And this one guy was like, you're teaching a class on something we already know. We want to know something different. I guess she got a little frustrated by it because she was like, if you guys already know everything, then it's nothing that I can really teach you. And I thought that was very unprofessional for her to say that.
Of course.
Oh, okay. That wasn't nice. He was just
because at that point she should have recognized that she didn't just have a intermediate learning, she had advanced learning. She should have
and again, I'm not saying who the person was because I'm not here to tear down because she is still trying to build her business too. But the fact of the matter is that, you know, everybody needs help in some way. For a person to say, I don't need any help, I know it all, I have it, I know it all, you're lying. You're lying. Because every day we're learning. Every day we're learning something different. We're learning something new. You can learn from other people. I can learn from somebody that's not even in my industry on how to do something. You know what I'm saying? I can learn from somebody that's not even a business owner or a business, a person that owns their own business, but they working for someone. But because they're interacting all day with the business and with the customers and the guests and everything, they can probably teach you something too. As well, people don't like the fact that when they get to a certain level in life or in business, okay, nobody teach me nothing. That's bull. That's bull. Because once you feel like you have done, you're done.
You there. You're gonna be right there. You ain't gonna elevate no more. You're gonna stay right there. Yeah.
I'll tell you one thing, I'm gonna be learning to the day I leave this earth. Okay. And I listen to everything everybody tell me, whether it applies to me or not, or whether I can use it in my business or not, I'm gonna listen to you. Because even if I can't use everything that you said, I'm going to take something from what you said and apply it to what can help me. Absolutely. Because God dang it, we don't know it all, but I can't stay. And that's where I feel like Diddy was. He was the kind of person where you couldn't tell him nothing, you couldn't teach him nothing. And that probably is one of the reasons why he got so why he ended up getting caught up like he did, because he felt like he was too big. You can't be bigger than the whole race, generation, whatever. You can't be bigger than everyone. You got to fit in.
And he should be trying to retire, like literally, like move on from where I don't even know what he's doing. But I feel like he still want to be popping. He's still even being with Young Miami. It was like I'm gonna suck all the youth from her, and she's popping right now. So yeah, she gonna make me pop again. It's like, go sit down. Don't stop saying take that. Just go sit down.
Right.
Just sit down.
So I'm gonna post this. I'm gonna pop this comment up because I have a rebuttal. I'm gonna ask you something. Then let me see. So she says, effective posting and engagement and 8 times a day. Piggyback songs and hashtags are trending. I gave you that for free. Boo. Thank you for that. I appreciate that. But what do you say to the person? Then the person is me that I'm talking about. What do you say to the person who's not really? I don't sit with my phone. I'm not on social media like that to really be doing it. I'm trying to make myself be that way. I really am. I'll go on there and I'll be like, okay, but what do you say to the person who is not a social media a person who I don't stay on social media enough to do it. So how do you help me with marketing in that way? That's the question I think myself and some other people were trying to ask that other girl, when she did her class. How do you help the person who's not disciplined?
Okay, so for me, I would say still piggybacking off of what she's put in this post, with Princess put in this post. Like, instead of doing it 8 times, make you a goal for 4 times a day. Set yourself an alarm for these 4 times that you need to post. Like, set the alarm. I need to post at this time. And let me see what's trending right now. And then look, and then I could post about that, because you might not have nothing to post about. I don't even do this. I'm taking my own advice and what I'm saying and what she's saying as well. I'm saying that to say, make smaller steps. It doesn't have to be 8 times.
Right, because 8 is the goal, but start somewhere. Yeah.
Yeah, well, she was just saying 8 times.
Of course. So you just said smaller goals. You said,
right.
Try to do morning, noon, and night. Do it 3 times a day. One when you wake up, or like good morning to everybody. Then one in the middle of the day, like what's going on with it today, and then at the end of the night, boy, this is the type of day I had. WAP, and then that's the end of it. And you'll get yourself in a rhythm to do that. And then when you do,
Lord.
Miko, Tell your
I'm
husband it ain't on front.
I said to myself, I have to hire somebody to do my social media.
And they do.
And that's it. That's the other part. Because when you know you cannot do something or you're not an expert or something, guess what? You got to hire somebody else to do it.
That's what I'm saying.
And that was a smart decision. Yeah.
I'm not good at everything. I tell you one thing. Since I've been in my whole, self-appreciation for the past few years or whatever, I have owned every talent that I have. And I know that I am talented. I'm very talented. I'm very creative. I have a very good, from what I've been told, as well as me feeling it, I have a very good mind and strength for, doing a lot of things. And I can figure some stuff out in a minute. You know what I'm saying? But there are things that I'm just not good at. And I have to own that. And I'm not good with that. I tell myself all the time, like you said, California Cutie, set yourself out. Okay, I'm going to get up and do it. Then when I get ready to do it, I'm like, I don't have no pictures. How about I need to take pictures of everything I do so I can make sure I post or do a video of something? I'll be in there and I'm like, oh, that was so good. I'll tell somebody about the food and then
then listen. Sometimes Nico, guess what? We got to go back old school and start bartering services. Because then, you know what I mean?
Look, I did a whole video about how to do my honey glazed, the honey glazed garlic chicken, the baked honey glazed garlic chicken. My whole video. I recorded everything. I got all the ingredients. Girl is still in my phone. How about that? I ain't put it together.
So while you spanking, when you say that Candy can get a spanking, you can't.
Right. Let me get my belt, right?
You need somebody to pull out the belt because that's what you need to get a whooping. Because come on now. And you guys tell me all the time, you guys tell me, a lot of people, my son, everybody, you need to post. I'm like, oh my God, okay, I know. Even clients that have found me on Instagram. And one of the ladies who just found me on Instagram, she is not black, she is white. Okay. So they're not just, looking for black folks. I mean, black folks, they own people. They do see, and I do get people, that be like, oh, reaching out to me and always ask me stuff like that. And I'm like, okay, but I guess I do need to get on that. I need to be a little bit more dedicated and disciplined when it comes to that.
Vigilant is the word. Vigilant. You need to be a little bit more.
I'm saying all this to say that, we're not all perfect in the businesses that we have or do. We still have a lot of room for growth and we still have a lot of room for, opportunities and things like that. And when you shut yourself down and feel like you're bigger than and you don't have any more growth to do because you already have it all, then you are going to fall. You're going to crumble. You're going to lose it. And that's my opinion. That's just my opinion. If other people don't think that, that's fine. But I just honestly think that the more you leave yourself open to learn new stuff or listen or take in other people's ideas or, or even, suggestions or comments or feedback, then the better you're going to be as a person. And feedback is really good. Feedback is really good. Anybody that has a job anywhere knows that feedback is good. Because when you get feedback, you see things through other people's eyes.
Yeah, you gotta go in and take a
somebody else is showing you something that you don't see. I'm looking at this thing, but I've been seeing this for 5 days and I've never noticed that I got a blue dot in it. Just little things, you know what I'm saying? So I'm saying that to say, in business, and even when it comes down from somebody like Diddy, somebody that had so much power, that was able to give opportunity to so many people. You took advantage of it. You thought you would just be above and beyond and just, better than, and you treated your people bad. You did people wrong. And now it's coming back to bite you in the ass. And that's what's going to happen in any community. But I'm really concerned about the Black community because we are still turning against each other when it comes to, us doing business and opening businesses and things like that. So that's why, that's another reason why I think us, ladies, that I think this is good that we're going to come together and make sure that Sunday Brunch with Black Tea helps to connect these, different Black businesses or white business or whatever. It don't matter what color you are.
It was always small business for us. We just because it was small.
But show the Black community that we can do business with everybody and each other and still be successful while helping each other. You know what I'm saying? My business is not going to be the same. I don't care if we both event planners. Okay, we both can do some balloons, dollars, some this, but something you do is going to be better than mine. And I am going to prefer you. Do you get what I'm saying? Something you do, something your business has is going to be something that I don't do. and I'm going to refer you. That's just how it's supposed to be, because it's going to come back to me. It's going to come back to me. I'm going to get that back eventually. You know what I'm saying? But this is not my expertise. Don't try coming and learn what I do so you can go now take this client and run with it. Then you screw up and then you want to blame me for not showing you the right way. It wasn't my job to teach you how to do something for your client.
It wasn't your job to teach them how to master it. And so you can teach somebody how to do something, but if you're mastering it, I have a certain talent.
Came to me and say, oh, somebody at my job want me to do some chip bags. Can you teach me how to do them? Why did you tell her you know how to do them if you didn't know how to do them? So now you're on the phone with me. You sent me an image and you want me to take the name and put it on there. Well, this is a snapshot of somebody else's image. And why am I about to take a no? Well, how do you build it? Well, you build it. This is how you build it. Go on there and do this. But I can't seem to do it. Can I send it and you fix it? Listen, I don't have a problem. But don't tell somebody you know how to do something and then come to me for me to do it for you for free. Because basically what I'm about to do, is to create the whole product for you, and then you're going to take it and sell it. So I just did it for free. And I don't think that that's fair. So I said no. And the person thought that I was being very, don't want
House of Princess says, there's always YouTube.
You do a lot of stuff for people for free.
That's where I was at. Why you didn't just send it to YouTube? I was right there.
Yeah.
You could have gone hard. You better go on YouTube and check it out. Everything is on YouTube.
That's what I ended up saying. I was like, well, they give you a step by step on YouTube. I can't do this. I just don't get it. I just don't understand. I'm like, okay, look at
tell that client that I charge X amount of money for this service because you don't know how to do it. You can put them to me.
And you guys all know me. You know that I don't have a problem with showing nobody nothing, honey. I done taught so many people, honey. I taught my little cousin. I done taught my little baby Nani. I done taught a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? How to do little things. You can do it for yourself. That's fine. I don't have a problem with showing you how to do something. Hey, and I'll tell you, come help me out, and I'll teach you how to do this. You can do whatever you want to do with it afterwards. You know what I'm saying? But I appreciate you coming to help me out. And not only do I teach you how to do it, I'm going to pay you for helping me as well. Okay. So you can come and help me. I'm going to teach you how to do it. And you can take this knowledge and go do whatever you want to do for it. But I'm still going to pay you for helping me out, for coming and doing it because I appreciate it. But don't come ask me to do something for you because you promised something to somebody.
Well, they misrepresented themselves. That's what it is. It was misrepresentation.
Yeah, exactly. So I just was, I just say to myself, you're right, pay me, you're right, and make them pay you. You're right, you teachers, you so right. You are so right. Because I'm just like, I'm over it. And I love doing stuff for people and a lot of people, and I just don't want to lose that passion. I don't want to feel like I'm being taken advantage of because right now I only do stuff for certain people. Certain people, you know what I'm saying? But, let me get one. Are they happy? Let me get one of them flat. Let me get one of them drink colors. Let me get my money for it. You know what I'm saying?
You gotta say it and not feel bad about it too. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And I used to feel bad, but now I do not. I do not because I feel like, I'm working hard to produce this. I'm spending money on materials to make it happen.
Just for me to do it and hand it to you.
Now, if I do something and just be like, "Oh, I did this for you," I mean, I do it all the time. I like doing stuff for people. You know what I'm saying? I do it all the time.
I'm a recipient of it.
I know you pull nothing out right now. Exactly.
Always got something nearby.
This. You know what I'm saying? Because I get excited for other people as well. I'm excited for, as soon as Candy do it, for Candyland Daycare. Yeah. I'm excited. So I made the logo, and she didn't even ask me to, but I did. You know what I'm saying? California Cutie. I'm excited about what she's doing. So I don't have a problem with doing the stuff that I'm doing. Don't expect nothing from, don't want no recognition. None of that. I just want to be able to make somebody happy. My point is to say that I will do stuff for people without you taking advantage of me. You know what I'm saying? Some people do. In our community, unfortunately, I'm rambling about this because it irritates me to my soul, in our community, we have so many people that take advantage of, each other, but go to the other communities and pay $500,000. 500, and they do it because I went here and got mine, and yeah, I paid this much, but I went over there. Okay, I do the same thing. Why you didn't come here? And you would have paid less.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, because you know me. Oh, you don't want to give me your money, so you want to give it to somebody else. Got you. Okay. Oh, and I can't put you on like that person probably can. They don't even know you. Got you. And that's just how it is.
And they ain't gonna put you on, even though you think they would. Oh, okay. People crazy. Oh, you know my baby. You know,
right. Oh. So,
my love. I know you will.
But anywho, I mean, but anyway, I'm gonna go off I went on a tangent today. I do apologize, and I guess because we are all three business owners, and we all three, have something to offer, and I just feel like, we as a community, as well as supporting other people and bringing other, communities into our, Black community, we need to support each other too. Don't, come on now. Don't, come on now. Don't sit here and where my fist? Raise your fist. You know what I'm saying? But then turn around and bow out when it's time for you to come and support us.
To show up and show out, right?
Hello, everybody. So it will be getting posted this week, but Sunday Brunch with Black Tea will be hosting our first live in-person show. Okay, so I mean, that first show of June, the first Sunday in June is gonna be. I mean, it's gonna be jam-packed, honey. We're gonna have folk running around. We're gonna have live entertainment. We got some great artists that are gonna come and perform, put some music out there for us. We're gonna have an artist that's gonna be there. That's gonna, show us some good artwork. We're gonna be able to talk to people that are there, interact with everybody. So, I want everybody to be able to like jump in there and, talk or whatever. If you're in the LA area, it will the location will be posted soon. But if you're in the LA area, you're gonna have to come on out. You're gonna have to come on out. It will be posted very soon. But June, the first Sunday in June is gonna be. We're gonna pre-record. So June 1st is gonna be the actual event. The show will air on the 2nd, which is the first Sunday. But we are going to record on the 1st, and I mean, you guys it's going to be food. So this food that you guys place through the screen, you better come on out. Might not be that there, but it's going to be something there. We're going to have food. We're going to have cocktails. We're going to have live music. It's just going to be an awesome time. So if anybody is in the LA area, make sure you save the date now. But the information is going to be posted, and we're going to continue to post it, for the next 2 months, so you guys won't forget. And let us know if you want to, contribute anything. We're actually going to post the subject title of the show in June, so you guys know what our conversation is going to be about. So if you have,
May?
I was going to say in May.
I'm jumping ahead.
You gonna post it in June? Right?
It's gonna be after the fact, right?
So the subject title will be posted in May. So before the show is recorded, So if you're going to come out and join us, go on ahead. But because it's going to be pre-recorded, you'll still be able to interact with us. It's just your comments won't be shown until the show actually does air, which will be the next day. So and we have to pre-record because we do have live performers, with live music. So we got to make sure that we do them right too, because they are actually, artists that are they've done a lot out there, but there's, they still want to make sure they get their name in circulation too. Great artists, guys. You guys are not going to want to miss this. Yes. So anybody who, again, in the LA area, please, join us. Keep, Sunday Brunch with Black Tea, Instagram, California Cuties Instagram, Candy's Instagram, and even Events with Black Tea, my Instagram. And we'll all say our Instagram so you guys can follow, and you'll see when the postings come up, and all of that good stuff. But I'm trying to tell you, honey, this was a good show. I mean, I liked it. I liked the topic because I really think that we got the opportunity to really, give our strong opinions on what we're thinking about, what's going on with this Diddy thing. And I'm gonna put it to rest, because in all actuality, I'm just disgusted, and that's just me. So now, I'm just disgusted with how things are playing out, and whatever's going, regardless of if I watch what's going on with him or not, whatever happens to this man is going to happen, because right now it's in the hands of the law, and they're going to do whatever it is that they want to do. He deserves whatever it is. He, just like he said, Carol deserved his punishment. He deserves his punishment too. So he deserves his punishment too. And he needs to know that all those people that you thought that was under your thumb with your business are the people that's out talking now. But they talking like, honey, they turned the faucet on. Well, I said, well, I was in there watching my husband. I said, well, my goodness. I said, something to say about Diddy now. This person works for Diddy, his security, his assistant, whoever. It was hard. I was like, my goodness, everybody coming out. So all the people that you had under your thumb, they were waiting for somebody to, you know, have you wiggle it loose so they can come up and say what they have to say. So no, you can't do people wrong in business. You cannot. You have to treat your employees. You have to treat your.
You can't do people wrong in life.
Your partners. You have to treat them how you would want to be treated. Be fair about things. Stay firm on your business and know that your business is going to be successful if you stay consistent. Stay firm on your business, but make sure that you treat your employees right. Because trust me, if you treat your employees good, or you treat your, people who work with you good, assistants or co-partners or whatever, they're going to reciprocate. They're going to treat you well. The relationship that you feel is going to be forever. And I'm gonna leave with this last thing about that, and it's just about something that my experience when I worked as I ran a restaurant in the airport. And when I left when I got to that restaurant, I had a team member who was against me, union team member. I mean, she had the whole team against me. By the time I left that restaurant and transferred to another restaurant, she followed me. She followed me from the airport to a restaurant on the outside that I worked at. She followed me. 2 of them did. And I say that to say is, you got to make sure that you treat your team members right and be fair. And be fair. Let them know, hey, this is what it is. Keep people informed. Communication is important. Communication is important. Okay? Know that. And I think that's something that's for everybody to know. Communication is important. And the other thing that I live by, not everybody has to, not everybody thinks like me, but I have a saying that I always say, everybody is going to learn and work different, but as long as we end up at the same, the end result is the same. You gonna get here this way, you gonna get here that way, you gonna get here this way. But we all get here, we all make this happen. We've all done our job. All 3 of us are different. Neither one of us work the same. California Kid and I work a lot together on events. We do not work the same. Trust me, we don't. But we always end up at the same.
Right.
Okay.
Very true.
And we work well together. She know how I work. You know what I'm saying? So learn who you're working with. Learn your coworkers. Learn your employees. Learn your partners. Learn their habits. Learn their strengths. And learn their weaknesses. So you don't expect for them to do something out of their comfort zone. You figure out how to get them to do what you need them to do within their comfort zones so they can all get to the same end. I don't care how you make that cookie, baby. Follow the recipe, follow the directions, and make sure it comes out like this. Now, whether you work fast or you work slow, all I need to make sure is it tastes the same, it looks the same, and you put the same ingredients as everybody else. You get what I'm saying? That's what it's all about, in my opinion. And I really think that that's what helped me out with a lot of places, from work, is my employees wanting to stay longer, work longer, come in on their off days. You know what I'm saying?
But not to make this another thing, but another thing that Miko does, she doesn't throw her authority around. She almost makes you feel like she's the coworker and not your upper or your higher up. As a supervisor or a manager or even GM, whatever position she was in that I've worked with her, she's always made me feel everybody feel the same way. We all are Hispanics to the blacks to the Caucasians, all of them feel the same way, which says a lot about you. Going back to communication, the way you treat people, the respect you're giving them, they're going to give it right back to you. So all that stuff went hand in hand. So you made it look easy because it's such a part of you. Now, for the people that is gonna be a little bit harder for you because you look at yourself like a big authority person, you're still not too. It's not too late to learn. Always learn. Always learn. And like Nico said, listen. Play to your people's strengths. And if they're not good in something else and another person is, put that person on that part. I mean, y'all already know how it goes. Y'all, it really is just common sense, even though common sense is not that common.
Woo, baby.
It really is.
Unfortunately.
Yes, this is not so common out there. Oh, God bless these people coming up, honey. I'm my Lord Jesus. Touch my pearl. I don't even have no pearls on, but I
Let me say, I'm gonna do a silent prayer right now as we speak.
right?
Lord.
Underneath this, every single last one of them think they entitled.
Oh my
no. Okay, let me go off on that. But anyway,
Yeah,
anything else?
Miss Candy.
Candy.
No, I just went. No, I just. I'm here. No, I agree. I just, just to put the Diddy thing to rest, what's done in the dark comes to the light. You got to treat people how you want to be treated. And ultimately in business, in any business, when you become you have great results in business when you're not so power hungry. And people work for people, not necessarily for jobs. Yeah, they work for paychecks. They work for whatever it is that they're working for monetarily, but ultimately they work for people. And when you treat people right, people do you right, ultimately. And when those who don't, then they promote themselves to just overseers and lookers and, customers, So ultimately, like I said, just, treat people how you want to be treated in every facet of life, and you'll reap what you sow.
Which one, Princess? Okay, so she said, what do I think about the answer that I gave? Which one about the social media? Is that the one? House of Princess, you asked, is it about social media? Because if that's the one you're talking about, I had to get some assistance because
you know your strength and your weakness, right? And that's your weakness. So you gotta outsource it.
I love that. You are absolutely right. I do need to be on there doing that. You're right, girl. But you know what I have to really center myself and make myself disciplined. I have good discipline with certain things, but with that I don't. So that's what I do have to work on. So I appreciate that free advice. Yes, ma'am.
She said she gave you 4 choices. They up there.
I'm definitely going to take that in consideration and work on that. I know a little bit. I do have some hashtags that I do use, but I have to stay consistent with it. Because I'm not consistent with the hashtags. Like I'll post something and forget to do the hashtags. Then I got to redo it or take it down. It's always something. So I have to get better. I have to get more consistent, and I have to stay on top of that. But yes, thank you for that comment. You're absolutely right. And I will look at all of those, and I will definitely use those and put those to use. I appreciate all the help and the feedback, so I can definitely put that to use. I'll look at it again. I'll look at all the things you gave me. Oh, yes. I have thought about getting the interns. California Cutie was just talking to me about setting. I set alarms for everything, but for some reason I haven't set an alarm for that. But I will set an alarm for that. I am thinking about getting an intern. I was just actually talking about it not too long ago, and to do it for me, yes, because I know that they are better at it than I am, much better. That is something that is my weakness. I have to tell you, everybody has their strengths and weaknesses, and that is definitely one of my weaknesses. Definitely.
Well, you're halfway. Your problem is halfway solved when you know you have one.
Right.
So now you just gotta.
Right. When you can acknowledge your weaknesses and things, you're definitely halfway there. So I hope to get better with this real soon because I have to be. It has to get better. I am looking into an intern. I had thought about that actually about a week or so ago. I was just talking to somebody yesterday about that too. My husband is one of them, and to see if that was a good thing. So that's definitely going to happen. So yes, ma'am. We will be getting to that. So again, guys, this was awesome. I appreciate all the comments, all the great feedback. Thank you guys for joining us today at the table. And don't forget, keep looking back, keep checking back. Monday, we'll start doing the postings. Right, you're right. We can't be everything all the time. We can't, as business owners. We have to have help. We have to have people that's going to, do things for us. Because if we try and do it all, we're gonna lose it. We're gonna
Ain't
lose
enough
it.
hours in a day.
It's not. It's just not.
It's not.
I know. So, you're absolutely right, House of Princess. So, but keep checking back for the information about the show that's going to be happening. Again, the recording of it, the event is going to be June 1st. The show will air June 2nd, which is the first Sunday, and we will be putting the topic in for you to at least know what's going to be coming mid-May, not June, guys, mid-May. So hey, Daniel.
He said you gotta tell it.
So we're definitely looking forward to you guys joining us June 1st if you can. If not, please join us on video, because we will, even though it's going to stream on Sunday, we still will be live on the 1st. So you will be able to see it via your computer. We'll keep you posted of that. The link will go out for that. And you'll hear about it every show until the day is coming. Okay. But if that's all, ladies, I thank you all for joining us today at the table. Sunday Brunch with Black Tea. We look forward to you every first and third Sunday. Please make sure you like, subscribe, and share the channel to as many people as possible. We really want to be able to get this this show out there so we can bring other people on and bring other people in, so we can get a lot of things. We're going to be bringing in some guest hosts soon, so keep tuned for that. So if you don't come in and check, you're gonna miss something. So you better keep tuned for what's coming on. So if you subscribe, you would know when we're going to be coming back. We're going to be coming back. So every first and third Sunday at 1 o'clock, right here on Sunday Brunch with Black Tea on your YouTube channel. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate you guys for joining us, ladies. Anything else before we check out?
Just enjoy your week. Have a blessed week ahead.
Right. And love you guys. Thank you so much. Have a good one.